Welcome to our school year. So for this semester, you will need a composition notebook, pencil, and tape. So we're going to be setting up our ISN, our Interactive Student Notebook. So open it up to the first page. I need you to fold the table of contents vertically. Then you're going to tape on the upper right-hand corner, you're going to put page 1. Then I need you to label your ISN up to page 9. So next, so we're going to be practicing on operations today. So let me get my pen. What do you remember about operation? We've been learning it for several months now, but this is just a refresher because we are coming back from the holiday break. So you have 3 negatives. You're going to add it to 7 negatives. Do you see any 0 pairs? Do you see anything that cancels? No. Negative 10. 5. Take away 8 positive. So you have 5 positives. Can I take away 8 positive from that? No. I'm not going to have enough to take away. So let's do it with algebra tiles. So 5 positive. I need to take away 8 positives from this. To take away this 8 positive, you have to make it into a 0 pair. So I take away these 8 positives. Oh, wait. Take away these 8 positives. I'm left with 5 positives plus 8 negatives. That is negative 3. Because if you take away the positives, you're left with negatives. Remember, it's something called add the opposite. So 5 add the opposite of 8 is negative 8. Next one, 2 groups of 4 negatives. Negative 8. Or another way to do it is 2 times 4 is 8. This means you do the opposite. And last but not least, you have 24 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. You need to divide it into 8 groups. Divide it into 8 groups. Notice how each group has 3 negatives. Another way to do it is 24 divided by 8 is 3. Opposite is negative. So now you're going to be brainstorming. What do you remember about prime factorization? Well, let's remember, it has to have prime numbers. And it's the factors. It's the number that break up into smaller numbers. So 110. So we have find the prime factorization of 110. So do you remember we made the Christmas trees? So factor trees. So how would you break up 110? 110 could be divided by 2. So how many 2's go in 11? 5 times. How many 2's go in 10? 5 times. So it's 2 times 55. Which one is prime? The 2. Can the 55 be broken down? Or is it prime? No, 55 can be broken down into 5. The factors are 5 times 11. Can I break down the 5 anymore? No, prime. Can I break down 11? No, prime. So it's 2 times 5 times 11. Some students believe it was 5 times 22. They forgot to break down the 22 down into 2 times 11. That's why D is the best answer. So what do you remember about order of operation? In order of operation, if you learned it using PEMDAS or GEMDAS, which operation are the least important? They are adding and subtracting. So getting my highlighter, I'm going to highlight is addition. So we see the first term, which is 5. So this side is 5. What would the right term be? So exponents, 8 to the power of 2. How would you say that as repeated multiplication? 8 times 8, which is 64. Some people think 8 times 8 is 16. They're adding instead of multiplying. So 8 times 8 is 64. 64, take 2 away, is 62. Then 62 times 2 I have no idea what 62 times 2 is. Let me see. 62 times 2 is 124. So the left side, the first term is 5. The right side, or the right term, is 124. If you combine it, it's 129. 129. And last but not least, number 30. Let's practice another expression. A teacher wrote the following expression on the board. Negative 6 times 2 plus, parentheses, negative 8 divided by 4. Highlight this addition. The left side says negative 6 times 2. Well, 6 times 2 is 12. Opposite, negative 12. 8 negatives divided into 4 groups. So each group has negative 2. So you have 12 negatives. 12 negatives. You added 2 negatives. Do anything cancel there? No. So the answer is actually negative 14. So the rest of the class period, you are going to be given the digits 2, 0, 1, 9, the operations of adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, and the parentheses. Can you generate an equivalent expression equivalent to 1 through 100? For example, 9 to the power 2 minus 1 times 0. If I highlight this, 9 times 9 is 81. 1 times 0 is 0, so it's 81. So I will get approval from the teacher, and you can stick it on a smart board that says 81. So 81 has been answered now, so I cross that out. So write your name and expression on a sticky note. Show your work. So hopefully this is a refresher of how to do prime factorization and order operation.